a scat with a big lock on side me. Can't afford to leave at home, that'll be a dead nigga try to blind me. 7.62s in the Drake, got that bitch right behind me. My favorite channel was Nickelodeon, but I can't let you slam me. Send 2 shots right at the passenger and fuck up his dumb. Then send 3 shots straight to the left and send a driver with him. Ain't got no plans for the backseat, but shit, we still go split them. Can't afford to let these plans go wrong, we'll celebrate once we get them. Big old Draco, bullets the size of Legos. I nickname my Yossi Queso, that bitch bound to make your face go. Chop your block, it won't take long. All I need is a hype song. Got a stick stuffed in my jacket with my cocaine YG Nights on. I ain't gon' lie, death been calling my name. The devil calling, I don't even pick it up when it rain. Can't do that. He disrespect me, got no choice but to slang. Teen at night, I'm real demanding. Now I make this bitch sing, and we gon' ride on him. All up behind, get right on side and open fire on him. We gon' open fire on him. Let them bitches spark off as you lie on 'em. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate me. Prefer to get it on my own, I relax for help. These women don't love you, nigga snakes, I dug it by myself. Check out this brand new stick, I got this bitch fresh off the shelf. And I ain't buy this holder stun, I keep it on my belt. I bang out with my enemies, the clip long as a centipede. Before it's over with, I'ma make sure you remember me. My heart cold as December be, my temper hot as a 3rd degree. No limits to this life, I keep soldiers sweeping like Master P. Every now and then I ask the Lord, can I see another day? So God fearing, I tend to stutter when I say my grace. Shooters on point, they got the same average as Stephen Clay. The only difference in this game is we can't afford to play. And that's just facts, the minute you lack, you getting cracked. These niggas don't care about life itself, they quick to turn you to a pack. And that's just that, fuck who think my shit whack. Most slept on in my city, but Lord knows I love that rap. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you say he had the bang, wasn't about playing with him. You better check the scope. Bitch, I'm from Glen Oaks. Everybody shooters, everybody trying to score. The Glock hold 32 rounds. It dunk like Shaq, but it shoot like Kobe. It'll only take GG jersey to make a fuck nigga kiss the flow. I lost my best friend to the system. That shit hurting me. But every day I pray that God never take Glenn from me. Niggas spinning back to back. This word getting wicked. That's why I keep something with me. Getting out the mud, pops always told me, son, ain't nothing free. I finally jumped back on them beats. And now my mind at ease. Wanna book me for a show that's cool, long as my gang with me. I never let you take a thing from me. Bitch, ain't no stain in these. Before you do that, I'll jump in the bathtub of bleach. I'm tired of saying rest in pieces. Murder everywhere you see. Down to my 3rd rod in this thunderstorm like CP3. How would you feel, nigga? Blame your dog, that shit'll make you cry. Boy, I'm a grown man when I speak, nigga, look me in my eye. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate. Get on my knees, pray in the dark because I know some niggas won't take me. Whatever they say, that shit won't make or break me. Riding around with a burner, never once put it on safety. Shit, it's your choice, you either love me or you hate me.
Tell them niggas, if they got anything to say to me or about me, they can come hit this link right motherfucking now. Right motherfucking now.
Tie your content dry. like the ass of them niggas you got in your chat. And your artist a gunslinger punk with G.I. Joes that sit in his lap. Ponytail dreads don't scare none. All we see is a roster of freaks. We got a roster of stand-up men. Unsubscribe, they life don't speak. Shh, bushes, put they ass on the thumbnail. Mobile sector started trolling, I don't think it's going to end well. Is y'all ready to spar for your life? Your female shooters get cleaned off the board. You know you need us, Ty. Gyms don't want us around like we need his support. Drop your link. Press the bell for alert, it rings in the street. Lane popped up for the addy. Austin sector sticking and moving like cleats. Diggs popped up for the bullshit. We don't need to strike no channel. And I didn't have to hit your link. Diggs was punching you out on your panel. Damn. Why you ain't want to hit the link? Damn, y'all trolling in chat cause y'all thinking it's sweet.
They come hit this link right motherfucking now.
With they pussy ass. We not like you, Ty. Only extensions we got is ones for the sticks. We don't sit on panels all day, cause some of us actually raising their kids. Drunk ass niggas, all in their feelings. Rugrat babies crying on cue, exposing no calls. Ty went live. Dick suckers reporting the news. Clips in the whip. I forgot, this is our content. Bring your best rapper out, point out that bitch in the comments. Cause we pressing like some lemons, that's how the juice is made. Ted, throw that bitch so hard. Diggs, drop that bitch off the stage.
Jim just told me he don't do all that shit on his page. So if you want to talk to me,
click the link.
What is the big dealio? What's the big dealio, man? You know what it is, man. Inwood Studios TV. This is where we report the news. We got the big Running Boat interview tonight. We're discussing Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and much, much more. For those of y'all who don't know Running Boat, man, he got himself caught up in the Fed case, and he's gonna discuss all the ins and outs of it, man. This is a wild story, man. Some of your favorite people of the hip-hop industry, they name all in it, man. He get out, and you know what I'm saying, he was supposed to be going on the book tour, doing his internet thing, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people hating on a lot of things going, you know, on in his life. And, you know, he tapped in with the game. So, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by to check it out and see what's going on, man. Running Boat write books. I mean, he really one of them guys, man. He is going to, you know, tell you all about his books, all about his upcoming YouTube career that he got going on, that he about to get started with. And, you know, he's going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, being in the same facility with R. Kelly. And, man, when y'all hear about this court case that he had going on, man, this made for TV, bro. This is really made for TV, man. So shouts out to Running Boy for tapping in with the game, man. Let me salute everybody right quick, and we waiting on Running Boy to get on the link. What's up, Big Boy TV in the building? My partner there. What's up, Wine Our Friends? Yeah. Gang in this bit. Jay Dooley in the house. Jay Dooley is definitely in the house. Splash running around the whole internet. I see you, Splash. What's up, Moni? Female lady shooter in the building. Jug, the promoter. I appreciate you, Jug, popping up, checking out the game, see what we got going on. I appreciate the GT in the building. What's up, Marley? I see y'all in the building, man. I appreciate the doctor is in the building. Dr. Chocolate Tie is in the building. Shouts out to TPT, the whole Bone Squad, man. I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. Shouts out to my sister, twin KT, female lady shooter. Shouts out to the boss. Johnny did slap game boss. Good energy, baby Q. Shouts out to my partner, Almighty Lane Life. One Way Mun. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the beat wine our game, man. Salute to the Slap Game family, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I miss y'all from time to time. Twan, Wilson, Miss Shakir. But you know I rock with y'all, though. You know I rock with y'all, man. Shouts out to the gang, to the whole game, man. Never mind these haters, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nito, we need to have a conversation, son. We need to have a conversation, son. But I got you, though. Don't even trip, Nito. I got you. Yeah, we're just waiting on Running Boy to get on the link, man. Running Boy to get on the link, man. So when he was down, you know, he was talking to Kels, and there he is in the the building. In the building, man. We're gonna get right to it, man. Never mind what I'm talking about. Running Bo, what's happening, Playboy?
What it do, bro?
Man,
Can you hear
cooling,
me?
bro. Cooling, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
I was just making sure you can hear me, bro.
Okay. Running Bo in the building. Hey, Running, you from Milwaukee, right? That where you originally from?
Yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That right. Tell the people where you from. Let's give a little background. And then, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna take right out, man. We're gonna get this thing popping for real, man.
Shit, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks, the home of people like Pimpin' Ken, Chicken Pete, Jeffrey Dahmer, and you know, myself, Ronnie Bo, Cuckoo Cow, a few notable names that come from the city.
That was up, Running Bo. That was up, Running Bo. So let's get right into it, man, because these people, man, they've been waiting on your interview. I've been talking about you for a couple weeks, man, telling them that I was trying to get back in touch with you. So you was out here in the streets, moving around, doing your things. If it ain't too much, what was you actually doing though? Like, you wasn't robbing banks and then what was you doing in the streets though?
That's a crazy question. That's a crazy question, bro. But
Right.
shit, people could look me up. You know, I'm known as Ronnie Bo, but if people want to look me up, like it for those who like to get real information and do their homework, go through paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up like selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? But I did my time and. From juveniles to the state pen to the feds, you know what I'm saying? Like I always did my time and, overcame the situation, the right way. So I don't live that type of lifestyle no more, but that's how I grew up basically. That's how I been raised.
Right. I got you. So you say you were selling drugs because, we're going to keep it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? I started off, selling the green, and then I graduated into the cocaine or whatever. Where was you at as far as moving the work around or whatever?
Well, shit. I mean, everything you could think of in the streets, probably, you know what I mean? Like I was a real street nigga. I don't know if I could say nigga on your platform.
But no, yeah. Speak your mind. We're gonna get it in.
Yeah, but I always, just been with, with whatever comes with the streets. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to survive in the streets, and if opportunity to get some weed and sell it, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, meth, whatever you could sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the opportunity come up and you already in the streets, I think you gonna sell, you know what I'm saying, whatever you can make some money off of,
Facts.
Growing up though, like people in my hood, like it was like known for like a crack cocaine hood. Like you got certain areas of hoods that like, you niggas sell heroin on this block, or you know what I'm saying? Back then though, like I was born in 86, you know what I'm saying? So when I got in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like I started catching cases by the time I was 12. That was 98, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like when you come from certain areas, it's just like, it's kind of like automatic, you know what I'm saying? When you growing up and either your parents or whoever you growing up around, it's like they either using it or they selling it, you know what I'm saying? It's one or the other. It's like no in between. Like if they trying to live a right life and work a job, they most likely still using it. If not, they trying to get some money and survive. It's like you selling it, you know what I'm saying? So I just grew up around people who was using it or selling it, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was my parents or other family or friends in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically like I ain't really choose to I just want to be a drug dealer, or I want to be in the streets, you know what I'm saying? It just came with, you know what I'm saying, how I was raised basically.
Right. I got you. So moving forward, okay, you said you caught your first case at 12. Go ahead, man. The people got to hear this. How you catch a case at 12 years old, Sean?
Well, I was already like, you know, I don't know how most people come up, bro, but like where I grew up at, you know what I'm saying? Like the 53206 zip code of Milwaukee is like one of the highest crime rate areas like in the United States. And it's one of the you know, Milwaukee as a city is like number 3 in the most poverty, you know, the most impoverished neighborhoods or areas in the country. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just the way of life. Like people, like if you wasn't selling drugs or using it, you was doing some other type of crime, whether you was stealing, boosting, or pimping, or you know, whatever you did, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's how I just grew up. So my first case wasn't actually a drug case. Like I did start selling drugs. Like God is my witness, it may sound young, but I was 11 when I first started selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I was already committing all type of crimes as a kid. Like my best friend around that time, he knew how to steal cars. You know what I'm saying? So we'd be riding around and stealing cars as kids. So, you know, it's just like I was already living a criminal lifestyle. And I actually got caught stealing a motherfucking Master P CD at Best Buy. That was my first case. And then like a year later, when I was like 13, I caught a shooting case. You know what I'm saying? Like I talked about it in other interviews or in books, so I don't really want to get off into, you know, all the negativity, but yeah, like I caught a shooting case when I was like 13. So that's when I really did like a serious crime. And then it's just like either I was in jail, bro, or I don't know, bro. It's like if I wasn't in jail, then I was in the streets doing some type of criminal shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like certain areas and certain communities, it be like designed like that by the government anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people make excuses for why they grew up a certain way or why they life a certain way, but you know, we do have a government, you know what I'm saying, that's ran by wise, wealthy people, you know what I'm saying? And they plan shit out for not just their own life, but their kids' life, you know what I'm saying? Their legacy, you know what I'm saying? How they want to be remembered 100 years from now. Like these like rich, elite people, like they really think like that. Like we don't, people who live what you call a average lifestyle, we don't really sit back and make plans like that. Like we need to set shit up like this so we can live above everybody and our kids and grandkids and our family legacy live on. You know what I mean? Like some people think like that, some people don't. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, a lot of people grew up living like me. Like I ain't no different than any other nigga who grew up in the hood and in poverty. You know, in the ghetto.
Right. So you say everything that you saying is documented though. The court records, everything is documented. This ain't no fabrication.
For sure. Like my last case was a Fed case. You know, I got indicted in Chicago. So when you catch a Fed case, bro, like they go back, they got what you call like a PSI, right? So your PSI, it go back to your whole criminal history, whether you was a juvenile, whether you was 10 years old, it's gonna talk about everything you ever did in your life as it got something to do with crime. So if people, you know, go look up my case, they'll see that, you know what I'm saying, like all in the PSI, like everything from, like when I first came out, like people know now, it's been confirmed now that I was locked up with R. Kelly. But when I first came out, started going viral, people were saying, man, that nigga probably wasn't even locked up with R. Kelly. But then you got platforms that actually do their research. Like I would ask you to like really do your research, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm lying, man, I do what I gotta do to make up for whatever I say is a lie. And if I'm not, then you redo this and edit it and put it back out and show the proof, show the documentation. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people, I advise people to do shit like that when they want to interview somebody and look it up, because some people could just say shit and it's like not you, but it's been other platforms like that don't risk their reputation denying me. And then I come back out with document proof, and then now your whole audience looking at you like, damn, you said dude was lying about that. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
if people look me up, they'll see a lot of that too. You know what I mean? Like, they'll see a lot of that. And I just thought I'll start saying that now when I do interviews, you know what I'm saying? Rather, you know, I've been on huge platforms, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I want to speak about, bro, because me and R. Kelly kind of like, he feel like he got reasons to be mad at me right now, but I feel like my reasons for being mad at him is more justified, because like God is my witness. When I left off the unit with R. Kelly, I went inside this man's cell. Like, God is my witness on my dead brother. I went inside this man's cell and had a nice little talk with him before they moved me off the unit with him. And I told him that I was gonna do what I'm doing. I didn't give details. I didn't say, bro, I was gonna talk about the Jay-Z shit. I was gonna talk about this or that, but I said, bro, I'm gonna be out before you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that how my case was gonna go. So I knew I was gonna get out before him and whatever. And I told him, look, when I get out, I'm gonna let the world know what they doing to you. You know what I mean? And the man looked me in his eye like he wanted to cry when I told him that. Like, on my dead brother, bro, on God, I believe in Jesus Christ, on Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Christian, but those are my beliefs that I live by and stand by. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not lying about that. Like, I'm not even the type of nigga who would lie about that shit. Like, my reputation is not built on being R. Kelly friend or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, some people, I know some people do just clout chase, and you know, people consider them clout chasing and think it's all about clout. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I got other things that I did and other people who I met and know in my life that I could build clout on if I wanted to use somebody's name for clout. You know what I mean? So, you know, this probably one of the most open interviews that I've been on, bro. And it's because, like, to be honest, like, a lot of these bigger platforms that you see me on, a lot of this shit be fake, bro. And I want you to really, like, I know you got this out as a live now, but I want you to really, like, edit certain shit that I say and piece it out and put it back out in a way. Like, we'll talk behind the scenes, but, like, bro, some of these bigger platforms, like, they'll want you to stage shit. Like, they'll tell you shit like, bro, everybody know you was locked up with R. Kelly, so you should say, I think you should say he did this with Jay-Z or he did this with Epstein or something. Like, bro, we'll go viral off that. You know what I'm saying? We'll make this much money off that. Like, that's what it really be about, bro, the views and the money for people. Like, that, it don't really be about the truth. So it's shit that I done seen people like R. Kelly, this bitch who, like, really obsessed with him, right? Sharon Woodenbush. I'm gonna say her name because she done been on, like, Tasha K platform, and she done said shit about me to try to discredit me. You know what I'm saying? I got emails from R. Kelly lawyer, bro, Jennifer Bonjean, back and forth, where me and the lawyer agreeing like this bitch is a nuisance. Like, she be tripping. She be going back telling R. Kelly shit, and he be believing this bitch ain't got him going against us. And she did this with the man own lawyer. She tried to turn Jennifer Bonjean, the same attorney that got Bill Cosby out, right? So you know, they felt like he could get Kells out too. So she a high profile lawyer. I even think I heard that she was on Larry Hoover case too, right? So she a high profile lawyer, bro. Like, I got emails between this lady stating this a high profile lawyer telling me that this bitch Sharon Woodenbush is a trip. She be tripping. So she been, like, trying to spread misinformation about me and keep trying to get, she be trying to get R. Kelly to go online and discredit me, but he won't do it because he knows what the fuck we talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
and it'll look bad on him in there, bro, because people know, like in MCC Chicago, right? Like I'm from Milwaukee, but Milwaukee like a GD type of city too, right? Like how you got LA known for Crips and Bloods, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like that's why they be saying like Bloods from New York, they like people weren't taking them serious because they like this, that's a LA thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's like people who know Milwaukee, they know Milwaukee from GDs and Vice Lords, and it's like mainly a GD city. So in MCC Chicago, so okay, I was around GDs, you know, that's a GD city. If it wasn't GDs, it was Vice Lords or Latin Kings, and that's how these gangs run the jails in there. You know what I mean? Like you can't be just no one man and try to stand on your own toes and not be linked to no gang, because you know it's power in numbers. So if anything, if you try to be just your own man, then you got whole gangs against you. Like we got 20 people, bro. It's just you. So what you gonna do? You rocking with us or? So everybody in there know like that I was with the GDs, right? And everybody in there who was with around me and R. Kelly at the time. Now the jail holds 550 inmates at a time, right? So it's at least 550 people in the world, mostly from Chicago. Like that's why niggas ain't never came out from Chicago and said Ronnie Bo just lied, nothing like that about nothing he said. Cause like I'm gonna give you an example. Like I told you, these media platforms, they do shit for clicks and views. So I never told none of these motherfuckers that I was ever R. Kelly cellmate. So when they start doing interviews with me, they'll put that as the title. They'll put that on the title so people can click on it. Oh, R. Kelly cellmate. Like I never said I was this man's cellmate. So one of his real cellmates at the time, that is, when I was in there with him, was Muda, right? TFH Muda. Now, for people who are familiar with the Chicago culture, everybody know that TFH Muda is Lil Durk cousin, right? So like he not known like on a mainstream level, but if you from Chicago or you on a drill scene, whatever, deep, you know about TFH Muda being Durk cousin. So that was really R. Kelly cellmate there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go into detail in case, because sometimes niggas like this might lead, if you put it out the right way, then Muda might want to speak up. So I'm gonna just remind Muda, okay, who I am. You know what I mean? So when he do his interview, he don't say no opposite shit. So okay, when I came to MCC Chicago, I was on Unit 15. Muda was there. El Chapo Cartel was there. That's the most notable people I can think of who was on the unit, right? So it was one nigga there from Louisiana. Like I was from Milwaukee, so you got to think of being a nigga from another city being locked up where it's all niggas from just this city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you already kind of feeling outnumbered because it's like I'm in here with all Chicago niggas. It was another nigga from Louisiana in there, right? So he was like that too. So like how niggas do when you link with a gang, like what Muda was doing was foul. So he was linked with a gang, so he felt like he can play with this other nigga Louisiana, because Louisiana niggas don't be GD or Vice Lord, or they be some other shit. They rep their hood or whatever, you know what I mean? Or some other down south gang, you know what I mean? But so the dude from Louisiana was needing help from Muda, you know, to get cars through, you know what I mean? So the nigga Muda did some snake shit and started calling the dude girl back. Like, dude asked him, like, could you call my girl and tell her this or shit like that? Dude to go behind his back and be like, man, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga from Louisiana, to boil it down, he beat Muda ass in there, right? So when he beat Muda ass, usually they move you to the hall, then they send you to a different unit to separate you. So when he got out the shoe, they call it the shoe in the feds. So when Muda got out the shoe, they moved him on Unit 19. You know what I'm saying? And you know, on Unit 19 is where R. Kelly was at. You know what I'm saying? So like when I finally went to the hall, that's where they moved me to. That's how I ended up on the unit with R. Kelly. But I was never his cellmate. When they moved Muda up there, R. Kelly didn't like his cellmate, and he knew Muda was Dirk's cousin and shit. And they met each other like at a community event sometime back in Chicago before all this shit happened. So he, you know what I'm saying? When you know certain niggas or you cool with certain people, you'll tell the staff, like, man, move me in there with dude. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have a celly that don't wash his ass every day. You tired of niggas smelling funky. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be shit. You know what I'm saying? You would be like, man, move me and bro together. You know what I'm saying? Because we know each other from the hood, or I know he cool. You know what I'm saying? And or he know this person. I know, shit like that. To make your time go by. So basically, R. Kelly had Muda moved in the room with him. You know what I mean? So I just say that because, you know, sometimes, like, you never know. Yo, you ain't as big as a no jumper yet or academics yet, but you never know what go viral. That's why I said, like, when you put it out the wrong way and they really hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It you would get the reach you trying to reach, bro. You know what I mean? Because I never, on none of these other bigger platforms, I never really gave them details, because when they say certain shit, then it make me don't even want to do the interview most of the time. So it'd be like, I ain't gonna even be open with them because they tripping. They want me to say some shit that I'm not gonna say, because I'm not gonna jeopardize my reputation or who I am as a person just to make you go viral. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my truth, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? If my truth don't go viral, then shit, all that we gonna stage some shit and make people think this. Like, I don't be with that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. So the first time that we spoke, that was one of the things that you did tell me, that you wanted to clear up that you wasn't Kel's roommate. But what I really noticed from what you said about that, what made me really respect you, bro. You was like, I don't want to run off of that, because for one, I wasn't his roommate, but I want to give the guys who was his roommate they opportunity to, you know, be in that space, because that's where they was at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I really respected that when we spoke the last time. One quick question though. The rumors is out there that Kells can't read. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you is, what is his reading level? Like, is it because he cannot read words at all? Or, you know what I'm saying, he just, you know what I'm saying, like on the 3rd, 4th grade level with it?
That's the best way to answer that question, because like I know why the rumor is out there. I can understand why most people would say that, and I understand why he would even say that. You know what I mean? And we'll get there, but I'm gonna just tell you from my experience, like when times when we wasn't on the same unit, either, you know, when you locked up and you trying to get a message to somebody, like say you go to jail today and you find out a nigga you know you grew up with was up in there, but he ain't on the unit. So you'll be like, damn, could you pass this note to bro and let him, you know what I'm saying, tell him I said this, or give him this note, you know what I'm saying? So like, God is my witness that it was times where R. Kelly would send me a note, or I would send him a note. So I say that to say, I know he can read and write to a extent, but I would be wrong to say I know he can read well, because like, if you look at his circumstances, his situation is based on his contracts, bro. Like, people do all type of freaky shit in the industry all the time. Like, most of those celebrities do shit like that. And if they get out of line with, you know, certain people, then they ass gonna get locked up too. You know what I mean? It's been times like they'll record you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we probably been around shit that we thought like, man, we should have recorded this, because if I come out and say this, people ain't gonna even believe you know what I mean? That's why everybody have their phone out these days. But how they work in the industry, they use it as a tool, like to have something against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as not collateral, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Blackmail.
Yeah, to blackmail you. You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's conspiracy theory, but I know not just R. Kelly, but certain other people that will tell you shit. Like, so like they fucked him over in his contracts, basically, bro. The point I'm getting at. They fucked him over bad. Like R. Kelly supposed to be worth at least 1.2 billion. It's other experts that I talked to who was trying to work through me to get to R. Kelly, who I done sat down with, and they done showed me, like, look, man, he really worth this. You need to tell him he worth this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, 1.2, that's why I say at least 1.2 billion. You know what I'm saying? So not a million, a billion. So, that's a lot of money, bro. So, and if you look at his situation, or if you really know his situation, like especially with me being locked up with him, like the most he had on his books, right, is 25,000. And you might think like, okay, that's a lot. To some people, that's a lot of money. Well, we talking about R. Kelly. Now, you would still think like for being in jail, that's still a lot of money to have on your books. But in his situation, R. Kelly was getting fucked over not just by the industry, but people close to him. Like, he done probably let them use a car, and now it's like, damn, you broke. He want his shit back so he can make some money, and I don't want to give it back because I just been having this motherfucker for a year. He ain't said nothing. You know what I'm saying? And now this the only shit I got now. So in his situation, there was a lot of people who was like turning against him for money. So I say that to say this, bro. He wanted everything he had. So it was a point where, because his lawsuits and stuff like that, the government or whoever took all the money off his books to where he didn't have nothing on his books. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now they making him pay what they call it?
Reparations.
Yeah, not reparations, but I forgot what they call it for the jail term they use. But it's basically they make you pay these fees to go restitution. That's what it is.
Restitution. Okay. Right.
So he owed restitution. So it was a point where they'd take like 50% of money that he'd get sent in. So if I send him $100, he only gonna get $50. Then they gonna send the rest to whoever he owe. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it was times where the man didn't have enough money, like to order canteen for the week, or you know what I'm saying, for the month or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when you worth 1.2 billion, bro, and you really struggling to where you ain't got no money, I'm talking about it got to the point where R. Kelly didn't have no money for real, and this R. Kelly. So that's how bad his situation is and how bad it got. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that, but because you know how the industry work and what they do to fuck you over and blackmail you and take your worth, you know what I mean? Like the man really don't got nothing, bro. You know what I mean? Like he really
right. Really, so he a whole celebrity in there, and he can't even make stove sometimes,
bro. At least when the moments I was in there with him, you know what I'm saying, and I was in there with him for 21 months. You know what I mean? So that's how it was when I was in there. You know, and based on what I know now, you know, because I still, you know, even though me and him ain't talked in quite a while now, it's still people who we both mutually know, you know what I'm saying, who would say this going on with R. Kelly, or you should just write him, or I'm gonna tell him just call you himself, you know, people like that. Because even though he mad at me right now, and I'm honestly mad at him, he got supporters who know, like, I was really trying to help his ass, like, from the kindness of my heart. And then he let this bitch Sharon Winbush get in his head, and now you mad at me based on some this conniving ass bitch done told you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
right.
And from what his family done told me, she done stole from this man before. Like, she done actually stole from you, and you, because you don't got the support that you want, you accepting her. It's like, okay, I forgive you for that, but you got to remember, bro, she stole from you herself, bro. You know what I mean? So how you gonna put all your trust in somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you know that's what it is right now, bro.
So it let the people know, like, one of the things you was doing as far as working with people cases, trying to help people get their time back, you know, trying to help the guys. And that's what you was doing with R. Kelly. Like, that's where y'all relationship kind of moved forward at. You was trying to help him on his case.
Yeah, bro. I still do that to this day. Like, for example, just recently, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the local news media, and I did a documentary on this podcast called Both Sides. If people look up Alexis Patterson, they'll see what I'm talking about. So, like, recently, it was a young girl who got kidnapped at the age of 7 from Milwaukee, right? And she made national news headlines like U.S. Today, News Nations, CNN was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So I end up meeting the mother, right? And the mother told me, you know, her side of the story about what happened and what she think happened to her daughter. And it was, you know, it was like real shocking. Like, it was deep and like very revealing. And what I noticed in it, like, based on what she told me, if her story is true, like, the police let her down very badly. Like, they didn't they never went to go look for the child properly, you know what I'm saying? And it's cases where it's like, when it happened with a white child, they invested more resources. So, you know what I'm saying? I recently just helped her, you know, with trying to get justice for that. You know what I mean? And like, I was doing the same shit in the feds, bro. So it wasn't just R. Kelly. Like, I decided, oh, you R. Kelly, I want to help you. No, if anybody in there who is a stand-up guy and I know you and I know that they fucked you over, like, I'm gonna look at your paperwork and see, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just gonna try to do anything, but if I could see, yeah, I look at your paperwork, they was wrong right here and right there. Like, I was helping anybody I could help, you know what I'm saying? And that's just who I became because of the injustice that I went through. Like I got a real life case that's documented that will show you that the DEA, the United States Drug Enforcement Administration, or whatever they want to call it now. I heard they changed it to the Drug Enforcement Agency or whatever, but the DEA, the people who get the El Chapos and the major drug lords, like, they really framed me in a case. And it's documented. It's not me just saying this. It showed in my lawsuits that they settled that, okay, yeah, they fucked up here and there. You know, it's shit that the government admitted to. Like, not the officer who framed me, he didn't admit what he did, but his other fellow officers or people who's working with him, like, yeah, he wrong. He framed dude, or this person and that person in the case. So This is my real life experience. So, like, just because somebody locked up, bro, you never know if they really committed that crime. Like, most of the time, yeah, people really do shit that they should go to jail for, and they really guilty. They really did it. But it's really people locked up that really didn't do what they locked up for. And you got to think, jail is a real terrible place anyway, especially if you sitting there for something you didn't do. Like, that's the most inhumane thing you could go through. Like, if you did it, you accept it kind of because it's like, you feel the guilt that you wrong and you deserve this punishment. But I went to the feds and did time. I didn't deserve the punishment because I didn't really commit the crime. So with me and their experiencing that, and I'm seeing other people say that they didn't do this or that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just look at you like, man, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, let me see. Let me look into it. And if I find something where they went wrong, I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? So that's what I was.
How much? My bad, not to cut you off. My bad, not to cut you off, Ronnie. How much time did you actually get, and how much time did you actually do?
In the feds, you know, they give you months. Like, you'll hear somebody got 360 months. You know what I'm saying? Some people they hear I did 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 2 years, 1 year. So they gave me 47 months. But, you know, that's something like this how the Fed cases work. Like, some state cases or local cases, you know, most of the time it's just for a single incident. You know what I'm saying? Like I slapped this person and I got charged with battery or or disorderly conduct. Like in the feds, bro, most of the time, like they'll hold you accountable. They'll watch you for 3 years, for example. Some people they watch for 10 years and they add up every single thing you did within this 10 years. They don't just say, okay, he committed this crime, let's go get him now. They say, no, let's sit back and see how many more crimes he's gonna do. So like what I'm getting at is like I actually beat overall what they was trying to charge me with, but it was one little part in the case where I was like, okay, I'll plead guilty to that. You know what I'm saying? And I only did that because they had planted like 90 grams of heroin on who was my girlfriend at the time. You know what I'm saying? And they did that to like coerce her into like saying that I did certain things because they really didn't have nothing on me. So it's like we at least got to have somebody saying he did this who will testify and confirm. And that's how they do with cases. Like if they don't, sometimes they might catch somebody who did a robbery. That's where snitches come from, where they might catch somebody with an ounce of dope, and then they let him out for telling somebody who got a brick of dope. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
So if they can't find nobody who do that that are really tell on you for something that they really trying to get out on, they'll plant some on somebody. You know what I mean? And they use like the person who was closest to me in my life at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like the person who was living in my crib with me. You know what I mean? And so it's like I got to the point where my lawyer, like I didn't want to plead to that either, but my lawyer like, look, man, you already been sitting 2 years and you already beat the shit that was gonna have you gone for 20 years. Like, man, just say you did that and they'll let you out now or in a couple more months. But if you fight it, you're gonna be fighting for another 2 years or 3 years or something when you could have just said, okay, I did that little shit, let me out. So I let the lawyer to convince me to say, you know what? All right, I'll say I did that then, because that didn't carry nothing but what they gave me. You know what I'm saying? Which was 47 months. So it's like, shit, I set over 2 already, and then in the feds you do 85%. You know what I'm saying? So if they give you 47 months, you might only do 43 months. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. So it's like I got probably 30 months in already. So like, shit. If I just say I'll do that, I'll know I'll for sure be out in a year. Like, okay, bet. You know what I mean? But it's crazy in the feds, bro, because like I'm gonna use like somebody known, like YMW Melly case, for example. Like he been fighting his case 7 years. So whether he didn't do it or not, like say he didn't do it and they find him not guilty. It's like you still did 7 years of your life anyway for some shit you didn't even do, you know what I'm saying? Before they find out that you didn't do it or couldn't prove you didn't do it, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. So look, we got okay, so Jay-Z just popped back out. And you know, he all over the internet talking and doing his thing. So what is your connection with Jay? If you could speak on, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does his name come up in connection with you?
Okay, so I don't got no real connection with Jay. Like the only thing only thing that could connect me to Jay is his childhood best friend was DeHaven. You know what I mean? So I had did an interview with DeHaven, so it's like, okay, people might connect me because they say I know DeHaven or something. But how my name originally got connected to his shit is like I said in the media. Like sometimes the media hear something about you and they say this person did it just to go viral. So when I first went viral for talking about the shit with R. Kelly and shit like that, I had mentioned Jay-Z. So I'm gonna say a couple months later, I got shot. So the media already saying Jay-Z did it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he did it or he didn't. You know what I'm saying? If I say he did, especially at the time, you know, because like it's documented proof that showed that I was questioned by law enforcement about Jay-Z for getting shot. just because people were saying it. They probably heard it on the internet and wanted to ask me about it. You know what I mean? But just because people were saying that Jay-Z had something to do with me getting shot, the FBI had contacted me and tried to get a statement. And I can send you that too if you don't want to look it up yourself, but I can send you that and you will see in the statement that I said, I don't think Jay-Z had anything to do with it, or basically I don't want to talk to y'all, basically, you know what I'm saying? Because people said, people start saying, I told on Jay-Z. So like if you'd have asked me that, like you asked me the right question, but if you'd have asked me like, so did you really tell on Jay-Z, then it'd have been like, you know what I'm saying? Now I got to answer an offensive question, you know what I'm saying? And then you say the wrong thing and people would take that and make that out of something, you know what I mean? That's just that's just how the media work. But so basically, that's how I got connected with Jay-Z, because people start, everybody, all the platforms that was covering the story was saying that, oh, he got shot. Jay-Z did it. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z put a hit on his head. That'll sound better than shit, the nigga down the street killed you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It might still get some views, but if you could say Jay-Z did it, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get way more views. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that he did it or not. I'm just saying, you asked me how my name get connected to his name. That's how my name got connected to his name. And then it was other shit like I got cool with Jaguar Wright. So you have people gossiping. Sometimes gossip turn into some people start believing the shit. So when I got cool with Jaguar Wright, they were saying that I already been cool with Jaguar Wright, because me and Jaguar Wright, she was calling me her brother, I was calling her my sister. So they trying to make a connection like, oh, okay, so this is why they both don't like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So this shit been going on. And somebody sent a cease and desist, bro, to all the like YouTube platforms that cover hip hop shit, and said that me and Jaguar Wright was conspiring together to like make up rumors about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And then people start saying the cease and desist wasn't real. So it's like, I didn't know if Jay-Z, because it had Ali Spiro, who was his attorney, it had his name on there. So I didn't know if Jay-Z really sent it, or if like I really thought like Sean Atwood, because I had it was a smear campaign going on against me from this big platform in the United Kingdom. Like it's called the Sean Atwood channel. So so you know, first I was working with them, like they was trying to sign me to like be a regular on their platform, but things weren't going right between me and them behind the scenes. So then they launched the smear campaign, and they start treating me like Kanye. They saying I support Hillary, all type of the worst shit you could say about me. You know what I'm saying? So I really felt like if Jay-Z didn't do it, they did it to make people not cover me no more, because they already saying the worst they could say about me to try to make me look bad. So, you know, that ruined my reputation, like with a lot of other platforms too. You know what I mean? Because it's like they thinking I'm trying to tell them like, bro, they saying you can't say this because Jay-Z gonna sue us. And it's like, bro, I'm telling you, he can't sue me for this. Like this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I could say what I want to say. Like that's why I'm opening it up to you on here, because it's like either they want me to say certain things so they can get views, or they scared for me to say certain shit that might be the truth. Like it's been times that I ain't want to tell nothing but the truth, and they'll say, no, I don't want to put that out on my platform. You know what I mean? So this media shit crazy, bro. But man, you know,
I get you, bro. I really get you, and I appreciate that, because we really do try to get to the right questions, and I appreciate you, you know, letting people know that I did ask the right question. You know what I'm saying, concerning that. So, what about Tata? How does his name come up associated with your name?
You must seen the document already, because
we do the research, bro. We do the research over here.
Okay, so that's what the FBI statement said. It said that you know, Tata supposed to be Jay-Z current best friend or close friend. So they were
Right.
saying,
Let me put this on the board. For those of y'all that don't know, you know the little short brown skin guy that's always with Jay-Z, that's Tata. That's his partner. You know what I'm saying? He been rolling with Jay from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we talking about right now. Tata. Go ahead, bro.
so yeah, so that's what whoever the informant was. Like, if you read the document, it say they heard that an informant said that Tata is the one that hired the hitman, and they were saying that that's Jay-Z best friend, so that's proof that Jay-Z probably had something to do with it. But when they asked me about that, the document also showed that I denied it and said that I don't want to give them no statements about that situation, which you could do. You know, you got the I think it's the Fifth Amendment. That's why people say you plead the Fifth, because the Fifth Amendment tell you got the right to remain silent. So if the police come to you, some people just get scared and talk to them. Like, you really got the right to not talk to them. You really could say, I want to use my Fifth Amendment right and not talk to y'all, and that be that. But some people don't do that. Some people just get scared and talk to them. So yeah, so I told them, shit, I don't want to talk to y'all, basically. And they had to leave it at that.
Right. So do you have the case number for the confidential informant, all of that? Do you got all them case numbers and stuff for me?
I'm looking through this phone right now. Because I definitely got it. I just don't know it by heart. But
my man. We got Running Bo in the building, man. Ellenwood Studios TV, Ted Turner and Running Bo. This is the big interview. We're getting down to the bottom of everything. We're gonna dispel all the rumors and all the lies. We're gonna make sure that all the truth is on the board, all the real information. Appreciate Running Bo being in the building, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat rocking out. Man, the game came through like they supposed to. I appreciate the cash outs tonight, man. We really appreciate everything, man, because it ain't free, but we do our best to keep the lights on. We do our best to keep the lights on. You good, bro. You good, bro. So when was you around when R. Kelly and Jay-Z was doing the best of both worlds and all that?
Okay, so look.
Go ahead.
I'm doing this for you and your audience. So I just
appreciate that, bro.
I'm gonna try to make it bigger so y'all could all look this up yourself. Okay, I tried to put all the information that you could probably see on there. Could you see that?
Yeah, they can see it. They know how to screenshot and do their thing. Just hold it up for one more second so they can get the gang know how to do what they do. Okay. I appreciate that, Running Ball. I appreciate that. They got it. They're gonna drop it in the chat in a second. They're gonna drop the number in the chat.
Look at it, it'd be hard for them to see right now, but if you go down and look at the document, like it say the shit that I'm telling you. When they look at it, look for this right here. So they don't have to be scrolling through all type of shit. They'll see this, and you probably can't see it on the screen, but when they look it up, it's clearly legible when they look it up. So they'll see the shit. They'll see the shit that I'm talking about.
That's what's up. So later on, when we get offline, text that to me. So when I chop the video up, I can actually put that on the screen when you talking. I got you.
I can
you know what I'm saying? I got you.
I can send it to you.
So Right. I appreciate that. So I wanted to move forward and keep going because we're coming up on the hour. This is an hour-long broadcast, and that's what I told you from the beginning. So you said that you was trying to start your internet thing, and you went work with some people overseas, whatever. So I'm here to tell you today that, you know what I'm saying, my media team and the people that I'm working with, they liking you, and they said they willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Getting your visual set up, and anything you need, any kind of help you need, you know what I mean? They're gonna help you grow your page and your platform. So we're gonna get locked in, and I really do appreciate your time, boss. I really do.
Okay, for sure. Are we done? No.
We can still keep rolling. I just like to keep it, hour and a half, just so they can go back and rewatch it. I don't
I
like to
mean,
do 2 and 3 hours.
To be honest, bro, I don't mind. Like if you got like some urgent, real questions to ask, then I answer the rest of your questions or whatever. But I think we did enough. You know what I'm saying? I think
I do too, bro. I do too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I think
I
gave
got
them enough.
I got people in the chat who want to holler at you. If you want to let them come up and ask you a couple questions, I give them another 15 minutes. Can we go another 15 minutes?
Yeah, let me just grab this.
Or
Yeah,
another
we can
10?
roll. I'm just gonna grab this water real quick. But yeah, we good.
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing.
No,
Do your
we
thing.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for y'all right quick, man. Y'all come up here and look, man. Don't come up here playing, man. This man is giving us his time, and you know what I'm saying. Look, hey, Ryan. Let me say this before I drop this link, man. These people, these gang members, they is out of control. So I don't know what they about to say, but I'm gonna drop the link so they can come up here and ask some questions, whatever. It's a free for all. These folks is out the chain. They want to holler at you, see what you got to say. There go the link, man. Y'all get on the link right quick, man. We got 10 minutes, man. We're gonna let Running Boat get out of here. And I appreciate everything he did for me tonight, man. So look, while they get on the link, what about Kills? Go ahead.
Look, I'm let's cut it to the 10 though instead of the 15, bro. You know what I mean? Because
I got you.
Yeah, but yeah, I got you.
They popping in the building so fast, Running Boat.
Hey, the kids again.
Hey, hold on for 1 second. Give me 1 second, Taz. I got y'all. Let me get everybody up on the link right quick. I'm gonna introduce everybody.
Man,
so Running Boat know who in the building. I got you. Look, Running Boat, I got one question right quick, and then we're gonna let everybody else speak. So with Kills, you say he mad with you or whatever. Are you still trying to help him though?
No, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like I'm trying not to disrespect, bro, because like I really at one point like really had love for bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really like genuinely pissed off. I'm really like genuinely pissed off that he let this bitch get in his head and turn him against me. Like all this shit, like I convinced hundreds of thousands of people that this nigga was innocent when everybody was saying
No,
he
you
a
didn't.
pedophile.
No, you didn't.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
okay,
I got you. So I got my sister on the board. I got my
Patino,
sister on
this
the
nigga
board,
is not
top right
Ronnie Bo.
there.
This nigga is not Ronnie
from the
Bo.
city on the board, Mog Ties. I got Jay Dooley on the board from Georgia. I got my other brother on the board, Pacino.
Fuck all the introductions, man.
That's who on the board right now.
Introductions. Let's get
Oh wait, no. Can I ask a real interview question before y'all get to?
Let me clear that up first. Somebody said that this is not Ronnie Bo. Look at my other interviews. I want to wear my mask right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get my hair cut earlier. You know what I mean?
You feel more comfortable lying with your mask on?
Wait. Can I ask an interview question?
Hold on for a second. I got
you. Get
Go ahead, twin. Take out twin.
Like, bro, what I'm not finna do for the 10 minutes is argue with no goofy ass nigga, bro. So get to the female, but tell dude goofy ass to go somewhere playing. You know what I'm saying? Like
I thought you said you wanted somebody up here to ask you the hard hitting questions. I'm trying to ask you the hard hitting questions.
Nigga, ask me the hard hitting questions.
Okay, wait,
Stop saying all this whole ass shit, nigga.
All right, I got my first question.
Go ahead, twin. Hold on, Pacino. Let twin go right quick. Let my sister go right quick. Go ahead, twin.
Goofy ass nigga.
Okay.
That's not no motherfucking question.
Nigga, I said that ain't you. But because you ain't get a facelift, you got a body lift.
Okay,
I seen the body.
You see my
Nah. And they
talk
about that paperwork you just showed. United States versus you. They talk about that shit. What that shit about? You was a defendant on that shit.
Yeah, you talking about Jay-Z. It was United States versus Ronnie Bo.
You goofy ass nigga, look up the paperwork.
It said the United States versus Ronnie Bo. What they got to do with Jay-Z?
Look up the case number and get the court document for yourself.
Bro, we just seen it. It was right in the corner. It said United States versus your name, a.k.a. Ronnie Bo.
Go on pacer.gov. And look this shit up yourself.
All right, I got a question for you. With R. Kelly being born and raised in Chicago, what would he need a person from Milwaukee that was doing 47 months? What would he need your help for in Chicago prison? He from Chicago.
Bro, what type of dumbass question is you asking, my nigga? You want some fame or publicity?
Okay, well, let me ask my
answer the question.
Hold on, Patino.
My government name is Ronnie Martin. Look me up.
Yeah, we seen it on the paper. We seen it on the paperwork. United States versus Ronnie Martin.
I done answered all the dumb shit you asking already, bro. So get your goofy.
You didn't answer none of the questions we asking. You keep Baghdad bobbing.
Wait, where the female?
Okay, let my sister go right quick. Go ahead, Twin. Take out, Twin.
Okay. Let's get back into interview mode for just a second. I want to rewind back to you started rapping at 9 years old, and you dropped your first EP in 2011, right? You claim, or was that not your first EP?
No, that's probably what the internet say. I dropped my first album in 2009.
Okay. So what was that Next to Blow? What was that?
The album was called Grind Now Shine Later. When I got locked up, they put an EP out of the album to add new songs and just to keep me going. So they put that out in 2011 when I got locked up, but it was based on an album that I put out in 2009.
Okay, and that's the one that had Shut 'Em Down, the Lil Wayne diss, right?
Yeah, that's what.
And then,
you been cloud chasing.
And then you had the song G-Spot, which I saw in the article you claimed that Young Money stole from you. Bedrock was inspired by that song.
I didn't claim that. I didn't claim that. That's what the top 40 charts put on their website. That's not nothing that I claimed. I was locked up. I didn't come out.
So the same way you ain't claim Jay-Z shot you when somebody made that up. They made that up about
bro,
Hold on.
If you want to do your interview right,
come on, Ted, come on now,
talk, bro.
Because we don't want to. We don't care about his music. We over here talking about some gangster stuff.
We do care. That's what we're here for. We interviewing it.
This lady asked me a real question.
Hey, Pacino, I appreciate it, boss. I gotta let you.
He was around Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Like he said, from the best of both worlds.
Hang up, bro. Let me get all girl question, bro. Like, I'm not finna talk to these goofy ass niggas, bro.
The reason why I'm asking was, did you feel at any time when you dropped the Lil Wayne diss and then the tabloids are saying that this song was stolen, did you ever feel like that hindered your career or your music in any way?
I don't feel like that hindered my career. I feel like me getting locked up hindered my career. You know what I'm saying? I think that actually helped my career at the time because of the publicity. Like, it was an article out about that in the Source magazine, the 250th issue of the Source magazine. It was an article in there about it. And then the top 40 charts, they like the Billboard. So
yeah,
you talking about the top 40 charts article because that's what could easily be found on the internet if somebody look it up or Googled it. So I think I would say that helped my career because it had the industry talking about me while I was locked up when people could have just forgot about me. You know what I mean?
Wasn't nobody talking about
And so when did you get released?
Twin, what song was he on with R. Kelly? That's what I'm saying. What song
we gonna
was
get there, Jay Dooley. We trying to
okay,
my bad.
My bad.
About him. Like, we trying to learn about the man. We walking it down. So that was 2011 when you were locked up. When did you get out of prison?
Okay, look, before I answer that, let me tell, bro, you called me, bro, to do this for you, bro. I'm asking you out of respect, bro.
Man, just answer the question, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with Ted, man. This ain't got nothing to do with him, bro. Answer the question, my nigga. You're not gonna
cut them niggas off, I'm gone, bro. Like, let me answer this lady question, bro. She asked some genuine questions, and she did her research, bro. Like, I'm not finna get on this motherfucker and argue for your entertainment, bro. And I'm talking about you too, bro. I'm not talking about them no more. Because you keep letting them do this shit, and I keep asking you, bro, like, stop letting niggas play with me like that on here, bro. Like, I don't got to use my time and my energy to argue with no niggas, bro. I got enough enemies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be creating no more enemies and looking up who these niggas is and where they at and really getting mad about this shit, bro. Like, stop doing that shit, my nigga, out of respect, bro. And I'm asking you, I might be frustrated right now, but I'm asking you out of respect, bro, to respect me, my nigga. Because I didn't even have to get on here.
You good, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You good, bro.
I'm showing you love, bro. Stop letting them
you
play
good.
with me like
It's just me, you and my sister up here now. Go ahead. You good, bro? My bad. Go ahead, twin. Take off.
No, I was asking after that, with that happening, and you said you feel like that created a buzz for you while you were locked up, and I was asking, so when did you get released?
I got out in 2014, and absolutely, like in 09, you got to think, I got locked up, I'm going to say the end of 09 or the beginning of 2010. So I was basically like a local artist at the time. Like, I'm from Milwaukee. So I was only big in my city or cities around Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't like no industry name. You know what I mean? So for me to be locked up and to read a Source magazine and to see something about me in a Source magazine, it made me feel like, damn, the work that I put in before I got locked up is still carrying on, you know what I'm saying, and growing a legacy. So that's what I mean by it helped me. So I did like 4 years because I know I got out like the beginning of 2014.
Okay. And then we go to 2015. Is that when the gas station incident happened where the officer used unnecessary force on you, and that's what caused the civil suit?
No, that was in 2016. That was April 2016. And I know for sure you did your research, because that's something you can only look up, like, for using, like it's that shit was on the news and everything. So like these goofy ass niggas, they just want to play and argue, bro. Like this lady actually looked some shit up, my nigga. So I'm willing to answer these questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not willing to argue. Like even them, if they would have just asked questions, bro, that would have been cool, my nigga. I'm a man of respect. I respect any other man. But when you start saying just offensive shit just to try to rage bait or get some attention, bro, like I don't got time for that shit, my nigga. Like all my shit is documented, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even talk about shit that's not documented because I know how the media is. You know what I'm saying? Look, people want to say everybody clout chasing. Like all my shit is documented, bro.
So let me ask you, whenever that happens in 2016, which kicks off the civil suit, and I remember they said Cyville was killed 2 days after by the same officer that did the force with you. So in between this time, are you doing music when you get out, and when this incident happened with the civil suit, are you doing music at this time?
Yeah, I had just put out a mixtape. That mixtape, I think you can only find that now on SoundCloud, but I had just put out a mixtape called Fresh Off Parole, because I had just got off parole from doing that 4 years in 2016. And that's how I named my mixtape that, because it's like this a fresh start. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh off parole, so fresh start. So a week later, the incident happened at the gas station that you talking about where they arrested me. And then a week after that, like a week after I bailed out from that, my brother got killed. You know what I'm saying? My blood brother got killed. You know what I mean? So it was a lot going on at that time. And because I beat that case, I felt like that's why the government started putting more pressure on me, because a year after that, that's when I get indicted. You know what I'm saying?
With the DEA, right?
Yeah, by the DEA.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like that's why they put a case on me, because like I really didn't do what they saying I did. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people won't believe that because I got a history from being a street nigga. But in that particular case, like I really didn't do that. Like they really framed me in a case for that. And I feel like it's because like the wins that I already had against them, you know what I'm saying, by beating certain shit, or, you know, just not just that though, but like I was really an active public figure in my city. Like it was a local politician who had just did some time too. Like they framed him in the case. Mike McGee, you can look up his case. But me and him had just did a documentary before all that, exposing the government and you know how they do shit like this, frame people in cases or target certain people who got influence in their community and shit like that. So I've been on this journey, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been going against them people and exposing them since, you know, before I met R. Kelly.
Okay. And so then I want to go into, you were doing the time, and I saw you did your appeal in 2021 and it was denied. But in the appeal, you stated that you felt the staff. And I did not see if they proved it. Like, I don't want to make you feel like I'm saying you're lying, but I will say allegedly, because we are on a podcast, that allegedly they were torturing you or taking your constitutional rights away. Can you elaborate on like what exactly things that they were doing to you in the jail? I think this was during COVID.
Yeah, so just to respectfully ask what you asking me, like, what are you insinuating that anything that I said or anything that's documented goes against anything that I said on this platform?
Oh no, anyone knows. I just use allegedly all the time just to keep everybody safe, because I don't want, you feel me?
So you say allegedly. What again is you saying that the document said about the appeal or whatever you was just saying?
Well, I only saw that the appeal was denied. I didn't get to do like in depth of everything. I only read the initial appeal that they denied, where you were pleading your case, like showing your case of saying, these are the allegations I have towards them. This is what I'm claiming. And the judge dismissed it. And so that's why I was asking if you could elaborate on more of like what was going on and what made the judge like kind of look over that is kind of the question.
Well, you got to understand, like in that system, that's why it's called a system, because it's ran a certain way. So the judge was already, you know, who they gonna believe? The person who in there in the orange, who they calling a criminal, or the person who been working for the government for 20 years? You know what I mean? And that's how it go. It's like the judge is automatically gonna believe the U.S. attorney or the DA, or, you know what I'm saying, the police. They not gonna believe the person who they saying is a criminal, especially when my criminal history go back to when I was 12. So I already had the system against me as a whole. So it's like the shit that I tried to, you know, use to defend myself, you know, they just turned it down. And even certain shit like I have proof of, because like my judge has stood up and mugged the shit out of me in court one time while the DA, well, the U.S. attorney in the feds, they call the U.S. attorney. But while they was talking about the things I did, the judge stood up and looked at me with an angry face, like she just know that they telling the truth. And I'm looking like, bitch, I ain't even got a chance to fight my case yet, and you already saying I'm guilty by your face expression. You know what I mean? So that's how that shit goes. So like the shit about the torture that you saw, yes, I had an incident in there where the COs, like they locked me in a hole with no clothes on and had shackles and cuffs on me and just left me in there like that. You know, you can't treat an inmate like that. You know what I'm saying? And they did it because, right. You know, they did it because I didn't just stand up for myself, but I stood up for every inmate in there at the time, because at that time, you know, this when the COVID shit had just came out. So they took all of our rights, bro. Like, I mean, we couldn't make a phone call. We couldn't, we could barely send out letters. They wouldn't even come get our letters sometimes. Like, it's times like, you know, they supposed to bring you a meal at 3 o'clock. You looking like, damn, it's 6 o'clock, bro. Like, they still like, bro, that's our shit. They gonna feed us today, you know what I mean? So they was doing a lot of bogus shit, not just to me, but to the whole inmate population in MCC Chicago at the time, including R. Kelly. And if you look up that case, I know that case by heart, because this is the case that I filed against them. And it's 20 CV 3070, 20 CV 3070, and it's in the Northern District of Illinois. That's how you look up.
I have that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. So so one day, like while I got this lawsuit pending, they come to my cell and ask me to do some shit that the health administrator just said don't do. Like we was supposed to be quarantining. So they tried to put me in a cell with an 86-year-old man who's been in there for 40 years. He's been in there since he 40. He 80-something now, like dying, got all type of health issues, and people like really dying from COVID in here. So I looked at it as a setup. So I'm like, I'm not finna let y'all put me in a cell with dude when the health administrator just said we supposed to quarantine. We ain't supposed to be around nobody that's sick or none of that. So they like, all right, you gonna do it, or shit, we gonna do this, you know what I mean? So, you know, they snatched me up or whatever, put me in shackles and cuffs, cut my clothes off while I was in shackles and cuffs, and just, threw me in a hole, like a cell that was all fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? The water wasn't even working in there. So I could have died just by not even being able to hydrate myself. You know what I mean? But I didn't sue just because of that. You know what I'm saying? I had already sued them for doing other inmates like that, including myself. You know what I mean?
And so I kind of want to shift and ask you, at what point after you released did you start getting into contact with Tony Buzbee?
I never contacted Tony Buzbee. That was another rumor. I never talked to Tony Buzbee.
So when Jay-Z, because I read the cease and desist letter he sent to your probation officer, and he's alleging that you, Jaguar Wright, and Tony Buzbee are all involved in this conspiracy to push this narrative that Jay-Z is involved in sexual crimes. Where did that narrative come from, that you're working for the attorney?
That's what I told you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that you actually did your research, because like a lot of times when people hear certain shit like this, they'll already run with it as a rumor and think you said it. And then people be looking at you like, I heard this. Didn't you say this? Like, no, I never said that I ever contacted Tony Buzbee. I never said that he contacted me. Now, was me and Jaguar Wright cool? Yes, that's obvious. We did interviews together. You know what I mean? So that's,
well, y'all knew each other before that, right? Because remember, I believe you stated that you were friends with a guy she used to date in Milwaukee.
Yeah, but I didn't know her. Like, that was his girl. I didn't know Jaguar Wright at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his girl. That was somebody from Milwaukee. Like, I fuck with Jaguar Wright. So it's like I knew of her because bro was fucking with her, but me and her had never talked at that point.
Okay. So whenever she and again, I believe you said that after you came to speak out, it was just a coincidence that you get shot. I think it was in the shoulder or so. Like right after that, or was that before? When was the Ty Ty shooting, before you came out or after you came out about what R. Kelly had told you in y'all's conversations?
Me and R. Kelly had most of our conversations while I was locked up with him between 2019 and 2021. They moved me to West Virginia, to a Fed joint in West Virginia in 2021. So after that, my communication with R. Kelly was just like, I might write him or he might send a message through this person or that person, but we wasn't like still in communication or had direct contact with each other that much after that. So in 2023 is when the incident, the shooting happened, like the summer of 2023.
And so, like, let me ask you this: did you not want to get an attorney and push forward with this investigation in this ties that Ty Ty had? That the informant is alleging that Ty Ty got the call from Jay. Like, was there any point where you were like, "Hey, I need to get an attorney to kind of look into this"?
No, like, with all due respect, ma'am, like, I don't still, as a mature man, I don't still consider myself a street nigga, but I grew up as a street nigga. And when you really a real street nigga, like, you live by real codes and principles and morals, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just do fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? Just because, whatever reason, like, sometimes you gotta, stand up. You can be facing 10 years or 20 years, but you don't go tell on nobody so you could get out tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's stand-up people really do that. Most people just can't do that. They too weak mentally and emotionally to live by certain codes and principles and morals and values. You know what I mean? But, like, for no reason, I was not gonna work with the police or talk to them and say help them with no investigation and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that I wasn't willing to do. And then
Hey sis, you still there? Twin, you still there?
Oh yeah, I think his audio.
Yeah, I think your phone about to die. That what happened last time we was on the link, man. I appreciate you coming up, sis, for real. You know what it is. I appreciate Running Boat popping out, man. He don't really watch the page, so he don't know about the sector. So I was trying to tell him that they was coming with this, with what they was coming with. But I really appreciate him stopping by, man. I really do, man. I really do, man. I appreciate you popping out, twin. You know what I'm saying? Doing what you do. The chat definitely rocking out with you. You know what I'm saying?
No worries, no worries. Salute to y'all.
Go ahead and sum up what you heard and what you think about the interview.
I mean, honestly, he sounds scared. I ain't gonna lie. Because a lot of stuff he used to say in his old interviews that he kind of like tiptoeing around. But I understand. I get it. You know, somebody popped me like that, I probably would shut up too.
So you're talking about the when he got shot at and the informant said that Tata made the play.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
man.
I know that cease and desist bothered him too. Cause like I said, I read it and he was they alluding to like some crazy stuff that he's, in on it to take him down. And that's why I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like what was really interesting is he sent it to the probation officer, Ted.
The cease and desist, right.
Yeah,
trying to get the man in trouble.
Yeah. Right. That's why I said that was very interesting. And he sent it to podcasters. I said that was really interesting to me.
So they ran a whole smear campaign, Jay-Z and them did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of podcasters, I was like, we're looking up, a lot of them won't interview him because they don't want the problems. Because they talking about legal, like I'm suing. That's what Rock Nation talking about.
Right. That's what Jaguar Wright went on Piers Morgan, and she spoke about Jay on there, and they sent Pierce a cease and desist. Pierce immediately took that interview down, popped up the next night with all his, hey, I'm terribly sorry about that. You know what I mean? They scared the brakes off Piers Morgan. For anybody who don't know who Piers Morgan is, he's a big television host out of the UK. And he lost his job for talking about the transgender issue. He walked off the stage and stuff. And he did a show like Good Morning America in the UK called Good Morning Britain. And you know what I'm saying? Now he's on YouTube like us. And you know what I'm saying? He had Jaguar right up there and she was running her mouth about Jay-Z, and they sent a cease and desist, and I'll call him right back. And they sent the cease and desist to Piers Morgan, and he immediately took that video down, and you know what I'm saying, came out and apologized for anything that was said on his platform. So going forward, I just want to let Running Boat know I really appreciate you popping by, bro, for real. I apologize for some of the behavior of the game, but this is what go on over here, and I did my best to not let it go too far. And you know what I'm saying? I thank you for popping out, man. I appreciate everybody stop by tonight, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. 1 hour, you know what I'm saying? We went a little bit over. We really appreciate Running coming by. Appreciate my sister getting on the link. Mob Ties, shouts out to you. Pacino the Don, Jay Dooley. Man, I appreciate everybody stopping by, man, doing y'all 1-2 for me tonight, man. We're going to get on out of here. I'm going to crank another live up so y'all can come up and talk about what y'all need to talk about, man. Give me 15 minutes, man. I'm going to crank another live up and y'all do what y'all do, man. I appreciate y'all respecting my guy who was in the building tonight. I see somebody put on the board how much, the interview was. Mind your business. I told you we wipe our ass with $5 grand. Take off, twin.
Spar. I told God I have a hard time with patience, my board is full. It's a lot of moves that I done postponed cause of your book. They forgot about the queen, she has skills to capture rooks. So any peace protecting castles, a straight move they getting took. It ain't no allies. You can get your bishop, pope, pastor, or rabbi, but none of those prayers protect your flesh from your past life. Cause a night gets it jumping, they'll shape plans, create they flat minds. Same meals they gotta take if I choose to go and get mine. I start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts. Sadly we're here today cause these things they escalate. A woman scorn is something that they underestimate. Don't involve your ego, we target to check they mates. That means I'll sacrifice all they pieces to make it safe. I need a new team, mine is playing both sides. Bad diagonal moves, why do demons wanna hide? In bishop type movements, we cut their corners, let them die. It's 64 squares and you can't check her up, no lies. Now start the clock a piece with 7, got 2 more shots. A pawn up in this game is just a pawn for the plot. Some kings they gotta go, so think about your spot. Be cautious how you play cause the queen is watching your thoughts.